Hi, my name is Mike Reed, and I am the e-filing manager here at 123efile.com. If you are somebody that is looking to e-file, you're just getting started, or you're a seasoned veteran, law firm, paralegal, attorney, this video is going to be great for you because we're going to zoom through it as quick as possible and give you the best overview for how to create an account from beginning to end. Okay, let's get into it. So this is our website. You can come here and order service or process nationwide. We literally have process servers in every zip code, and our service department is happy to help get that handled for you. If you have frequently asked questions, you can come here to the Help Center. It'll actually give you, there are hundreds of different specific topics. You just type in the search bar what you're looking for, and you can find an answer to your question. Just go to help.123efile.com. You can also call us where we have service 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and you can also email us anytime. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the actual software. So if you come here, let's go to the main page. So if you come here to the dashboard, the reason why we call it 123 eFile is because it was the easiest. You just, in 3 simple steps, you're off to the races and you can e-file in every California courthouse. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. So the first one here is to add a payment account. Okay, because you have to pay. Even if you have a fee waiver, you have to pay. You have to have an account on file just in case there are fees, provider fees, stuff like that. The second one is add a filing attorney. If you're an individual, you are able to use the system, but you have to make sure you select that when you're signing up because it's a different process. It's actually a little bit easier for you. Attorneys, we actually give you all the bells and whistles, allow you to add multiple payment methods on file and be able to share it with an attorney. So your paralegals can actually log in, use the system, and do it on your behalf. Add existing cases. So that's it. So you add your payment account, you add your filing attorney, and you add your existing cases. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to add a payment account real quick. So what I did is I added the cheapest type of account payment method you can have is a check. If you do an e-check, it is always a cheaper rate than if you're doing a credit card, right? Because you have credit card fees. So there's one other thing to note when it comes to payment accounts that people have trouble with. If you add a payment method via this top section here, this is just for these courts. Now, every courthouse comes on file in a different way. Some of them use different technology. I don't want to get into the weeds, but some use journal technology, some use Tyler. And so we've had to integrate with all of these technologies, but we've made it simple for you. The only hoop you may have to jump through is putting the same payment on file with us twice. What does that mean? Once here and once here. So all the eFile California courts and all of the other courts. Okay, we'll just call them other, right? And so you put the payment on file. We have our payment on file because one thing we do is we actually file all of the proof of service for any of the services that we do across the country. If it's filed here locally, if you use us to file it and then you use us to serve it, we actually e-file the proof of service upon completion. So if you don't like that, you let us know and then we just don't file it for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look. So I have a payment method on file here, and I have a few payment method on file here. There is a fee waiver sometimes, and so you can actually create an account to not get charged if you have a fee waiver, but you have to have the form. So if you have questions about that, you can reach out to us directly. You can also reach us at 833-MY-eFile. All right, so the first thing to consider is, are you filing a new case or are you filing an existing case? So if you've already added a payment account and you've already added your attorney, let's just click on that so you can see. So adding an attorney, you just fill out the bar number, name. The cool thing is you only fill this out one time, okay? After you filled this out, you won't have to fill it out again, okay? And you can see we filed for thousands of attorneys that we have basically their information in here, okay? Let's go ahead and X out of that. All right, let's click here. So once you've added your attorney, then you add your existing case. Or add a case. So if you've already have a case on file, great. If you want to initiate a new case, you click on new case. I have this set to Butte County because that's one of our local counties. But if you just click on change court and you can pick a new court. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to file a case that is not sensitive, and so you guys can see how to do it from beginning to end. So we've created our account, we've added our payment methods. Okay, we've on each of the types of courts, right? The two different types of courts that we may need to file in. We've added our attorney, and now we're going to file on an existing case. We're going to file a proof of service. Okay, let's click here. Okay, so it begins just like this. They reserve this number. Now this is a number that you're going to use, the envelope number. Once we're done, the envelope number is going to be something that follows this filing from beginning to end. So if you have questions or you call the courthouse, you can reference your envelope number and the courthouse can look it up for you. This is super effective. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a case. Now, if this was a case you had already filed on, you could find it here very quickly. But if you're adding a new case, you just come over here and you start typing your case. This one here is in Los Angeles Civil. I'm just going to put Los Angeles. Okay, and then it gives you a bunch of options. This is a small claims case, so I'm going to put Los Angeles Civil. I'm actually going to paste in the case number. I'm going to add the case. So what happens is it thinks for a second. And what you might run into sometimes is that the case will kick back and say, we can't find your courthouse. That is one of the most common things that I find. And if we just select here again, hit add a case. If that happens, you can click on advanced search and search by the person's name. Okay. And you can't find your courthouse. One thing you can do is you can come down here and you can select this little button down here called live chat. Now, actually, I was going to file something earlier and I couldn't find the courthouse, and he helped me out. He said, actually, I said, why isn't Stanley Mosques showing up as a courthouse? And he said, well, Los Angeles Civil should definitely be showing up, right? And so these guys are very helpful. If you have questions, click on the live chat down here and they will help you get things sorted out, okay? All right, so you can call us, but we're just going to tell you to hit the live chat down there, and because it really is the fastest. If, like I just showed you, is if I can't do it, I'll ask them, hey, what's going on with this, And if they can't help you, then of course reach out to us, right? So let me just type this in again: Los Angeles Civil. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then we're going to paste in the case number again. Okay, so here it is. It's going to pop up. Now, what's cool, a lot of people don't know, is this is tied in directly with the court, so you can actually find in for all kinds of information, but I don't want to get distracted here. So here's your case information. If it pops up here, it means it was successful. So you just move on to the next thing here. So document type, we're going to file a proof of service. Okay, proof of service. Personal small claims. Okay, let's see here. Proof of service. Yep, proof of service, small claims. Okay, and then you just upload your document. So you click right here. I'm going to find the document. I believe this is it here. Okay. So proof of service. If you're not sure, make sure you upload the document properly. Let me just click on it. I'm going to double check. You always want to double check. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is I'm looking to make sure that it's dated and it's signed and it doesn't have a weird third page. Okay, and it's fully completed. That's the other thing. So here it is. I know it's a good document, right? So I hit done adding documents and then I see it right here, right? Okay, service date. This is something new that they started doing. It was served yesterday. We always file things the next day. I believe this was $150 service fee. Okay, service cost waived. No. Okay, party. I'm filing on behalf of Sonia. Okay, first appearance fees were paid. Okay. Now, if you're filing on behalf of a government entity, you can, like a child support division, we have some clients that do that. You could select there. But if you have a filing fee waiver or not. Ask to is kind of confusing, but it's basically saying we have served the opposing party, and we're asking them to show up to court. Okay, they're being served. Okay, all right, let's see here. All right, so there we go. So e-service contacts, it's just going to send a copy of this to Sonia. Apparently she e-filed with us, so her e-file is on file. If for some reason this is an ongoing case and you have opposing counsel, they would show up right here and you can e-serve them. In other words, you don't have to have them physically served always. Don't quote me on that. You need to know the laws in your area and what the requirements are for service of process with your specific type of document. And this is where a lot of people get caught up and they're like, well, I don't know. Do I need to have it personally served? You can always reach out to us. You can give us a call at 833-MY-eFile. It's up here at the top, 833, I think it's 693-3453. You can give us a call. And we can't give legal advice, but we can tell you whether we could serve something for you or not, if that makes sense. Because it is within our purview as process servers to tell you that. Okay, so additional services. This is where if you need to have it served, like if you're getting divorced and you're gonna you have to serve your ex-wife or whatever, your ex-husband, they have to be served, and you're doing it all on your own type of thing. Then yes, you want to select here because you can't serve your own legal documents. Right, that's one of the requirements with the judicial system is you can't file a case against somebody, go and give them the documents yourself, usually. Okay, so of course you need to seek legal advice, but that's usually how it works. So you just can't do that. So if you clicked here, yes, I would like additional services, this will automatically email our service department, where we have professional skip tracers and process servers across the country standing by to help you. We really do have a team of people who are that's all they do is we reach out and we find local servers in the zip code where it is that you need to have something delivered. Okay, so you just put in here, I need the documents served. Right, in this case I'm filing a proof of service, so I don't need to send this to them, but that's how you do it. That's how you request additional services. And then you'll automatically get an email that says, hey, once you get your documents, come back, we can go ahead and serve them for you. Okay. So here's your payment method that you created before. All right. And then there's some fees that drop down, and the fees change. Every courthouse and every provider has a little bit of different fees. Okay. Depending on the location and things like that. Okay. Okay, so there's the filing. To ensure your filing is accepted, please provide a credit or debit card or backup payment method. So if for some reason you think that this may decline or your payment account may not work, you can add a backup payment method. And if because if it doesn't work, if your e-check fails, then they automatically charge you $25 for each processing fee. And so you want to be careful with that. Make sure you add a backup. And if you needed to, you could do it right here. It would take you to that screen automatically. Okay. So filing attorney. This is where you would come down and you would select your filing attorney. As an e-filing provider, I actually have myself saved in here, not as an attorney, just as a filer. Now, if you're a pro se, this would be the place where you would not have this information. If you're filing on behalf of yourself, you would not see this information. Okay, because you're not an attorney, right? So client matter reference number, this is just a number that you can put in here if you have your own filing system and your own type of number that you want to include. You can put that there. Courtesy email, this is where you can put emails to send yourself or somebody, maybe you're the paralegal and you're not sure if your attorney is going to get a copy of this once it's filed, you can go ahead and put the attorney's information in here. So what I like to do is I actually like to take, and I know Sonia's already going, she's my client. I know she's already going to get an email, but I want to make sure she gets a notice once it's filed. So she's my client, so I'm going to make sure she gets an email. And a notice to the clerk can simply be, this was served to an authorized representative of the department. Okay, and that's it. You don't have to say anything here, by the way. You could say whatever, but sometimes they like these little notes, right? This is their workflow, and so you could put things in here. Like, for example, what's an example? So maybe you could say something like, hey, the county clerk's office, I'm sorry, the court clerk's office, we want them to know that we want to be on calendar. Sometimes there's certain calendar events and things like that. That's where that would go. So I have verified the filing information. You click submit filing. It'll say fix errors. Okay. Okay, and so it says to be able to file with ACH, you must have a valid credit card added to your account as a backup. Okay, so I guess if you have a credit card that works, you don't need a credit card here. But I guess if you have an ACH account, you do need a credit card on file. So let's go ahead and take a moment. This will be a good learning thing here. So let's take a moment and here we go. Let's see. Okay, so let's just click on it. All right, here we go. So we're going to add a payment account, 123 eFile debit card. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you how this looks after you've entered it. So we're going to click the payment type. It's going to be a credit card. We're going to make this available to all filers on the account. You can or you don't have to, but if you have other people logging into your same account, to your law firm's account, and this is like a law firm credit card, maybe you make it available, maybe you don't, right? Okay, so this is where it looks like Chase is hosting this credit, where it takes this in and stores it, hosted paid through Chase. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to enter the information. I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's added. Okay, so I see what the issue is. The issue was that, and again, this is you'll run into this, is you see I did not have a backup credit card for the Los Angeles division. Okay, but I did have backups for the eFile California courts, which is all the other courts, right? So that's the key, is just have a backup. I actually looks like I need to add this same credit card to this as well, but I think the e-check will work by itself for these other courts. So if you run into those problems, just read the errors. Okay, so now what do I do? Like, it brought me to this page instead of opening it into a new tab on my account. Now I'm like, okay, what do I do now? This is what's cool, is you can go back to eFiling. You can come over here, click on drafts. You see up here, you can click on drafts, view all drafts, and there it is. There's your proof of service. So it's a draft just waiting, kind of like a draft in your email, right? Okay, it's still there. Okay, there we go. Everything still looks fine. Okay, let's see here. Yes, I would like to request. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and select the new debit card, and that should work just fine. Let's see. Okay, I've verified the information. We're going to hit submit. And guys, keep in mind, this is just filing a proof of service, right? So here you go. It goes pending. It has our case number here, and it has the filing ID right here. So if you need it, so what's going to happen is you're going to get an email that says pending. And then after you get the email that says pending, you're going to get an automatic email that says accepted or rejected. And if it's rejected, it's going to tell you why it was rejected in red letters on your email. And just look at it and see what it is that you need to do to fix it. If you need our help here at 123 eFile, we do have a concierge division, which I'm the manager of, right? And so me and my team will make sure we get this filed for you for as little as $79, I believe, is what our concierge service is. And so you can reach out to us, and we can handle everything from A to Z for you, okay? So that you don't have to handle or stress out about any of it, okay? So thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can give us a call at 833-693-3453, or you can send us an email at service@123efile.com. Thanks so much. Take care.